Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hi, what's up? My name's Courtney Marie, welcome, lovely to have you. It has been 3 years since I have filmed a video. I cannot believe I'm sitting down to film. It just felt like the right time. So much has happened in the last 3 years and I could sit here and talk to you about it for like 2 hours, but I really just want to jump into today's video, which is going to be a beauty favorites of 2024. I am just so excited to be sitting down and filming again. I have no idea about lighting, about sound, how this space is going to work. If you couldn't tell, we're in a completely different space to where I was 3 years ago. This is my everyday makeup desk where I sit down and do my makeup every single day for work. So this is where we're filming. We're gonna work out the kinks together. I'm sitting on the world's squeakiest chair, but I'm just happy to be here. I'm happy to be sitting in front of you, and I can't wait to talk about beauty products and share what my favorites of the year have been. So let's get into it. Okay, I'm gonna try and go in like order of makeup application just to make things a little bit easier. So I normally go in with a glow drop kind of product, and I mix that in with the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream. So this is kind of like my last step of skincare, and I mix it with glow drops, and that's like the start of my makeup routine. So my two favorites, I have a drugstore and a high-end option. The Revolution Bright Light Glow Drops in Stardew Gold. I have all of these. There's a blush, a bronze, and a highlighting drops. I feel like bronzing and blushing drops don't really work for me because I have so much freckles on my face, and then my neck is like pale AF. So my face is already slightly darker than my neck. So if I go in with bronzing drops, my face is just like so dark and then my neck is so pale, and I try and bring the bronzing drops down my neck. But I live in North Queensland and it's hot, and then I just feel like I look like I've badly fake tanned and I just have streaks. So I don't really use the other two shades in this. I occasionally use the blush drops just as blush on a no makeup day, but these I use every single day. Or the Fenty Beauty Ease Drop Lit All Over Glow Enhancer in Pink Pearl. That was a mouthful. But yeah, I mix these in with the First Aid Beauty Cream, and that's like my first step, and these are my absolute go-to. I've tried a lot of different illuminizing drops, and these two are the bomb.com. I wouldn't say that the Fenty is better than Revolution. I feel like they're on the same par. One is just golden and one is just pink, so it depends what like mood I'm in. Primer, I have 3 options I've been loving this year. A little bit excessive, I know, but primer is just one of those steps. I'm constantly trying new products, and I guess I'm just on the hunt to find like something that just absolutely transforms my skin, which is not going to happen. But some of the primers have just like the boldest claims, and I just love testing new primers. But I feel like my opinion is controversial in the fact that some of the most popular primers on the market I don't like. Like the e.l.f. pore primer I don't like. The e.l.f. pink milk hydro grip dupe, I recently just bought that and I hate it. The milk primer I don't like either, and I don't know if that's a me problem. A lot of people love it. I just can't get them to work for me, but these are the ones I've been loving. So the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Instant Retouch Primer. If you used to follow my videos, I definitely spoke about this a lot. I loved it. I recently, well, I don't want to say recently, but in the last 6 months, I repurchased it, and it is really good. I usually save this for special occasions, or when I'm like going out, because I know it's gonna lock in. It's not a pore filling primer, it's not a sticky primer, it's just like a standard run-of-the-mill hydrating primer, and it makes my skin feel really good. It makes my makeup last. Then the NYX Plump Right Back Plumping Serum Primer. This is my second bottle of this. I love it. It is so hydrating. It's a little bit tacky. I just feel like my skin looks really glowy when I use this. And then definitely probably the favorite of the year would be the Maybelline Luminous Smooth Fit Me Primer. This is like my 4th bottle. I use this religiously. I normally mix it in with a tinted moisturizer, which I'll talk about as my next step, but I love this stuff. It's amazing. The blue bottle, the mattifying one, is really good as well if you like have like target areas on your face that get oily. Sometimes I do use them together if I'm having like a bad skin day, but this by itself, chef's kiss, amazing, and it's so affordable. Okay, moving on to tinted moisturizer. Now I don't wear foundation. I purely use tinted moisturizer or like a like Hollywood Flawless kind of vibe. So the 2 that I've been loving, one high-end, one drugstore, Fenty Beauty Easy Drop Blurring Skin Tint. I love this stuff. It's amazing, especially with that Maybelline primer. The combination is just chef's kiss. Also the Revolution Super Dewy Skin Tint. This is the shade Fair. Mine is like really crusty, dusty. These are very different vibes. The Fenty one is definitely super pale. It's more my skin tone. It's quite sheer. The Revolution one is super dewy. It's a bit darker, more yellow tone, and it's very full coverage for a tinted moisturizer. So I never use this one by itself. I always mix it with that Maybelline Fit Me or even a moisturizer, sunscreen, something to like dilute it, because I don't do foundation, just not in this heat. Like I don't want to cover my freckles up. I love these 2 products. Also from Revolution, this Bright Light 4-in-1 Face Glow is amazing. I have tried so many Hollywood Flawless filter dupes, and this by far is the best. I've tried the e.l.f. one, I've tried the MCO Beauty one, I've tried the OXX one, the Maybelline one. I've tried so many. This by far is the best. You can pick this one up at Priceline. The shade range isn't the best. This in itself is quite dark for my skin tone, but it shears out really well, so I find that I can get away with it. That, and I use like a quite pale concealer, so it's not the end of the world, but I wish they came out with just like a lighter shade. But the formula of this is amazing. I absolutely love it. And yeah, Revolution is killing it with the products lately. Yeah, the MCO Beauty one used to be my favorite, but I don't really use MCO anymore, and we can talk about that in a different video. But the Revolution one is amazing. Rounding out a few more complexion products, my favorite concealer of the year has been the Kosas concealer. This is completely dry, like she's used up. I need to buy the full size. This is the best concealer I've ever used in my life, touchdown. Ever. It's amazing. I only bought a little one because I wasn't really buying into the hype, and for the longest time I really haven't justified buying high-end concealers, because the Maybelline Fit Me one is really good. The Maybelline Instant Age Rewind, Revolution Conceal and Define, like there's a lot of good drugstore options. So I bought the mini. I absolutely love this stuff. It is amazing. I've never used a concealer as good as this in my life, specifically for the under eyes, even like spot concealing, because you can just leave this on for ages and then come back and blend it. It still moves. It doesn't crease throughout the day. It lasts. I cannot like describe how much I love this. Also, something that I discovered later this year that I adore is the NYX Pro Fix Stick Concealer. This is like their correcting pen thing in the shade Fair. This glides on. It's so full coverage, and it is just beautiful for spot concealing. Also for priming your eyes, this is really good if you carve out your brows. Like if you just need some extra coverage, if you have hyperpigmentation, these come in a few different colors. I think they're more targeted at like color correcting than actually being a concealer. So there's not many shades, and there's like a peach shade and a green shade. But for spot concealing, if you have fair skin, this is really good, and it is a recent discovery for me. This loose setting powder is my holy grail. I have used this for the last 3 years. You can pry this from my cold dead hands. I love this stuff. If they discontinue it, I will be rioting in the street. I have never used a powder as good as this one. It's amazing. Yeah, it is 10 out of 10. And I've been really trying to use my old setting powders that I used to love to see if they compare. Even today, I have the Maybelline translucent setting powder on, and it's nice, but this is the creme de la creme, okay? And I've recommended this to so many people in my life to try to get them to use it and try it because it is so good. Is it expensive? Yes, but the amount of product you get in here is a lot, and it lasts me a really long time, and I use so much of it every day because it is hot here and I need to like lock that shit in. So pressed powder, we're going back to the drugstore. I have tried a lot of high-end pressed powders, and honestly they just don't compare to these two. The Maybelline Fit Me is my holy grail in the shade 110. This is like probably the 6th one that I've gone through this year. I have a full one in my drawer back there ready to go. I love this stuff. And the Rimmel Stay Matte powder, I equally love this stuff. The Fit Me one I used to set under my eyes. I then use the ABH powder to bake. I bake along my jawline. Also, if you can see this tear mark in my face, I was reading earlier and my book got really real. Somebody died and tears were shed. And I thought that I covered that up, but obviously I didn't see that one. So apologies about that. But yeah, what was I saying? I bake with the ABH and then I brush it all off with the Stay Matte. So I'm using a lot of powder, but also it's really hot here, so I have to lock that in. And definitely I used a lot of setting spray after all of this powder to like melt it all together. Moving on to bronzer, I have drugstore and high-end options again. I'm not trying to pick a high-end and a low-end for every category, but it's just kind of working out that way. Tower 28 Bronzino in Suncoast is sensational. This is such a versatile product. I can use this when I'm full glam. I can use this on a no makeup day. It is perfect for my skin. It is an illuminating cream bronzer. I haven't tried anything like it, and it's so fair. It's just gorgeous. It's beautiful. It kind of gives this skin like a luminosity. It's really pale girl friendly. You can build it up. It is such a gorgeous product. I love this. This is the only thing that I've tried from Tower 28, and I'm keen to try more products because this is beautiful. When I use this guy, I top it with the Kosas Waves the Sun Show bronzer, which is a baked bronzer, and it is absolutely just stunning. Like, that's it there. You can build it up. It's pale girl friendly. They have so many shades in both of these products. There's like from the pale of the pale to like the deep of the deep. I love these two together. It's like chef's kiss. My face has never looked so bronzed and luminous, and this is coming from I've never been a bronzer girly because I'm pale and I'm always like, oh no, can't touch that. These are amazing. These are sensational. Moving on to my affordable options, we have the Revolution Pro Glow Edit Cream Bronzer. Now, you're going to be jump scared by the shade, especially given that I'm like, oh, this is pale girl friendly. This is not pale girl friendly. I have to use like the smallest amount ever, which I'm fine with because it makes this product more versatile. There's not as many shades, so I'm okay with using a small amount because I feel like this product or this shade wasn't made for me. But the formula of this is amazing. So I kind of use these two guys if I want to be like bronzy, like luminous goddess, and if I want to be like bronze, more like a bronze tour, kind of like I want to be defined, I go in with this very, very sparingly, and I put the NYX Buttermelt bronzer on top. This is the shade All Buttered Up. This bronzer is amazing. I like, go and try this formula. They smell amazing, they go on amazing. I get so many compliments when I wear this, which, looking at it and looking at these two products initially, I was like, there's no way these are gonna work for me, but them together is amazing. It is such a good combination, and especially when I wear this, I always get so many compliments on my skin. Moving on to blush, I have the Fenty Beauty Cream Blush. This is the Cheeks Out cream blush in the shade Petal Popping. This is the best cream blush I've ever used, period. Like, this is amazing. Mine is crusty dusty, but I love this product so much. This shade is such a flattering shade. It goes with any eyeshadow look. It's so easy to apply. You can apply it on bare skin, on powdered skin. It is so, so good. A drugstore favorite that is recent for me that I have just not been able to put down. I've only had this for like, I want to say a month. I have worn it like every single day for a month. I love it. This is the e.l.f. Camo Liquid Blush in the shade Peach Perfect. This is such an easy to use formula. It's such a nice color. I love this product. I'm interested to try more shades. Unfortunately, in store there was only this shade left, so this is what I ended up using, but it's such an easy product to use, to blend in. It's flattering. I really, really like this product. Powder blush, I have a few options. The Maybelline Fit Me blush in the shade 15 Nude. I've been through several of these in the last few years. This color is so flattering. It is just beautiful. It works every time. If I don't want to think about what I'm doing and I just want to apply my makeup, this is a like foolproof option. Then I have two blush palettes. The first is the Made by Mitchell blush palette. I love this. This just is amazing. Some of these shades you look at and they can be really intimidating, especially these purple shades, but I've actually been using these in looks and like mixing blush. If I'm doing like a cool tone look, I'll mix the purple with like the pink to make like a cool tone pink. I love this. And also like so many different options if you're doing different skin tones. This is just such a good product, and the formula is really good, and they're really pigmented so that you can use them on the eyes as well. So like if you're traveling, you can kind of just take like one thing. Revolution blush palette, the Sugar and Spice one. I have loved this. I have the glow blushes on today, just on the tips of my cheeks, the high points of my cheeks. I have this mixed with this. I literally just mix this whole palette together and just slap it on my face, and I look like glowy and blushed and beautiful. So I really like this. There's different shades. I might have to pick up the other ones, but yeah, I've been really loving this. While we're talking about complexion, Half Magic, this is the Euphoria Makeup Artists brand. I have a few products in here, but this brand is a newfound love of mine. I use these like pretty much every day. I've got one of their blushes in here. Let's see if I can get them up with these nails. Oh, they don't have shade names. Okay. I have one of these blushes in here. I have the highlighter in here, the cream highlight, and then two of the shadows. Do the shadows have names on the back? Negative. Okay, well, their shadows are to die for. I have the pink one on my eye today. They're just there. They are just like butter. They are foolproof butter deliciousness. They're so easy to use. I really want more shades, but unfortunately I can only get them from one place in Australia online, and most of the shades are sold out. So watch this space because I will be getting more. I love these two products though. The cream highlighter is really good as well because I feel like it's universal. You can use it on the eyes as well. You just do have to set it if you have oily eyelids like me. The highlighter is really, really pretty as well. And the blush is like a mousse texture. Yeah, I love this palette. I use this a lot, actually, a lot. I have the blush on today. That's the blush I have. So yeah, I really, really like this. I definitely recommend trying Half Magic. All their packaging, like the eyeshadows come in like little compostable packages, and then you can purchase this forever home. This is completely recyclable. This comes out, the mirror comes out, so that you can dispose of it like ethically and environmentally friendly. The brand ethics and everything about it I really love. Their packaging is really cool and their products are really unique. It's definitely one that I'm gonna look out for in the future. I want to try their glitters so badly. I also love their I don't even know what this is called because my writing is completely come off because I use this every day. This is their like eyeshadow crayon thing, but this is their sparkly shade. I use this every single day in my inner corner. Every single day. I love this. This is amazing. It's expensive. It's like $45 for a crayon, which like, come on. But before this, I used to use the NYX Jumbo crayon, and honestly, there's not much difference between them. This is just more glittery, but I love this. It is amazing. Holy grail. I need 50 of these and I will use this till the day that I die because the inner corner highlight is like my signature. Even if I don't have eyeshadow on, I'll still do the inner corner. I just love it. Keeping on the crayon theme, the Fenty Beauty shadow sticks are a holy grail for me. I use this brown one every single day, like to start an eyeshadow look every single day. I just paint it on my eyes, blend it out with my fingers, and that's like my eyeshadow primer. This is the shade Not All Men. Fair. Then I have the shade Sip and Sparkle, which is a shimmery one. And this one I love because I feel like copper just looks so good with my eye color. Copped that. So I probably use this one and the brown one the most. I did used to have a gold one, but it actually snapped and it was devastating because I did use that all the time as well. But these I've had for ages. I've had these for like so long, probably more than what the recommended use is because it says 12 months. I've had these for more than 12 months. They're still going strong. I still use them. I'm still getting use out of them. Like, they are expensive, but for the price, like, I use this every single day and I have for at least for this whole year. And like, I still have quite a decent amount left. So I think these are definitely worth the investment. They also last so long. Like, especially in the heat and humidity, these are budge proof. Like, yeah, if you try anything from this video, like, and not that this video is to get you to try anything because I'm literally a nothing and like nobody on the internet cares that I'm talking about these products, but if you try anything from this video, these Fenty eyeshadow sticks are definitely my recommendation because they're sensational. I love them. All right, rapid firing a couple products. The Maybelline Super Lock Brow Glue, amazing, so good. I have two at my desk, one in my handbag. I love this stuff. It literally is like glue. It does such a good job of like flicking my brows up. I really don't do much to my brows anymore. I kind of just let them do their thing, but I like them locked into place, and this is amazing. It doesn't leave that white cast that so many brow gels leave if you use too much. Like, it's so good. I recommend it. It's affordable, and Maybelline like always goes on half price, so yeah, definitely check that out. The e.l.f. Lash Roll Mascara. This is a newfound favorite. I have not stopped using this. I love it. It's so, so good. It holds my lashes up really nicely, and I actually get a lot of compliments when I wear this on my lashes. So it's always nice when people kind of like notice you, especially someone that wears glasses all the time. It's like hard to see my eyes unless I have like really heavy makeup on, and I literally just had nothing on except inner corner highlight and this mascara, and a lady at work came up to me, like got right in my face and was like, I love your lashes, they're fake. And I was like, no, they're not, they're my lashes. So yeah, I really love this stuff. I feel like this tear mark is sending me. I really love this stuff. I feel like it does a really good job of just holding them in place, and I always use waterproof mascara before this. This isn't waterproof, and I haven't had any issues. As someone who literally cries a lot, I haven't had any issues, and I cried today reading. Nothing. It looks perfect. So definitely recommend this one. Next is this Fat Oil Slick Click Shiny Lip Balm from NYX. I feel like I'm reading a wish listing, but this is really good. I have this on my lips today. I also have the clear one in my purse, which I love because it's got like a little holographic glitter to it. These are really comfortable. I don't like lip products. I'm not a lip product girly, never have been, but these I have been loving because they're just effortless. You just click it, put it on, and they're super comfortable to wear. Like I don't feel like I'm got that like sticky feeling when you like apply certain glosses, but I've still got like the shine. Last but not least, I'm going to talk about eyeshadow palettes, which, let's face it, that's what we're all here for anyway. Surprisingly, all of my favorites are affordable, which Courtney 4 years ago like gobsmacked. I used to try like a lot of affordable stuff and high end, but in the back of my mind I was a little bit snobby when it came to eyeshadow palettes because I wanted to have the newest eyeshadow palette. Like every ABH release, every Jeffree Star release, I was all over that. I was getting up at 4 a.m. Australian time to buy those palettes. Like I had 220 palettes 3 years ago. 220 eyeshadow palettes. Who in their right mind needs that much? Okay, I only have 2 eyeballs. Obviously we're in a different location, which I will touch on in a different video. But before we moved here, I culled my entire makeup collection, everything. I had a little makeup bag, and then I had a bag of palettes in it, and I went from 220 to 10. I let myself keep 10 palettes, which was so hard to cull through all of that. But I've slowly in the last like 6 to 8 months allowed myself to kind of like dip my toe into buying more things and getting like the passion back, which obviously makes sense that now I want to come back to YouTube and connect with the community. But I just think like full circle, I'm doing a favorites and all of these are affordable. Like my palettes are behind me. That's all of my palettes there, like all of them. And at least 4 of those are just like custom single eyeshadow palettes that I probably could get rid of anyway. So it's just full circle. Like I used to have the IKEA Alex straws with a whole drawer for highlighter, a whole drawer for blush, like just so much. And it's crazy, like the shift in the makeup community and like the over consumerism. Like this is still over consumerism. Like I don't need 12 eyeshadow palettes. I'm just one person. But if this is what you're passionate about, like there's, you know, no one should make you feel guilty for what you love. Anyway, why are we getting so deep? It's a favorites video. Seriously, just shut up, Courtney. Okay, first favorite, Essence Welcome to Marrakesh eyeshadow palette. This was actually a gift that got bought for me from my mother-in-law. She bought it in South Africa and bought it back for me because she's seen it and thought I would love it. And this is amazing. Like the shimmers in here are so surprising. I haven't tried an Essence palette with like this, the eyeshadow palettes are on the floor, with this good quality. Even the mattes are really buttery. I wish there was a little bit more shade variety in here just so that I could do like a bit more with it. But I have used this palette so much this year. I really, really like it. And especially like the purples with the warm tones, it's not necessarily something that I would pair together myself. But since getting this palette, I have done looks with this kind of color story, and every time I'm really impressed. So yeah, this is definitely a favorite of the year. I'm not sure if you can buy this like particular palette because Essence collections, they kind of come and go so quickly. But if you see, I have noticed they have a bunch of these like welcome to palettes, and the formula, if you were wondering, is really good. So I would definitely try one of these welcome to palettes, and if I see another one, I think I'm gonna get it and compare it to this one because the formula is amazing. Next we have the Revolution The True Icon palette. This is amazing. I seen Tati talking about this, which is why I picked it up, and I am so happy I did. The formula is just outstanding. Like, it is amazing. These shimmers are so creamy. These mattes are so pigmented. The cream shadows in here are really nice. They come in a bunch of different color stories. None of the other color stories really speak to me. This one is my favorite, and it was like $8. Like $8 for this quality is just crazy. Next we have the Morphe Artistry palette. This is the gold one. It is amazing. I swatched some of the shades for you. The mattes are divine. The shimmers are beautiful, especially this gold shade in the middle. I get so many compliments when I wear it. It's just chef's kiss. Morphe is a video in its own right. Like, I have so many opinions on the brand, and some of their products are just really not it, and it's, yeah. But this product, especially in Australia, it's really hard to find affordable things. I think this was maybe $12. And to find a product that cheap, that works, that lasts all day, that's pigmented, that's just beautiful. Like, they have a cool tone version. I really want to try that. Obviously, as you can tell by the theme of all these palettes, they're all warm toned because that's what I gravitate towards too. It's just my comfort zone. But this is amazing. I recommend. This little e.l.f. palette is chef's kiss. I have been using this non-stop. This is, does it have a shade name? No. This is what it looks like. It's literally a little quad. It's stunning. I literally have a crease shade, a shade to deepen it up, a lid shade, and an inner corner shade. I even took this traveling with me, and I just took this. Like, again, Courtney 5 years ago, I would have had to take like the James Charles palette with the whole rainbow in it because I was convinced I'm gonna do like a blue, purple, smoky eye. But I literally went traveling and I just took this. Like, this is amazing. I love this. I want to get more shades. Again, the e.l.f. stockists around me suck. Kmart near me literally never has anything. And they only keep having this one shade. So I might have a look online and get more of these because they're just amazing. And the formula is so good. Like, for e.l.f., like, I'm shooketh. That matte did swatch. I can't talk. I'm out of the game. I've been out of the game too long. The matte does take a little bit to build up. It's not like a one swipe pigment sort of thing, but this is such a good product. I really, really like these. Okay, my favorite palette of the year, Australis Neutralize Eyeshadow Palette. This is a throwback. Okay, I actually used to own this and I decluttered it when I was in my snobby high-end beauty phase because I didn't need this because I had all the ABH palettes, I had all the Too Faced palettes, I had all those things, and in the long run, where are those palettes? They're decluttered. And I've repurchased this at the start of the year and I use it all the time. It's amazing. These shimmers like are just crazy. They're so, so pretty. The mattes are ridiculous. Like, I love this eyeshadow palette so much. You can't go wrong with it. I obviously, as you can see, I pretty much do the same look every time. I use these mattes and I dip into these shades and this shade. So these are pretty much untouched and I need to kind of branch out and use more of this palette, but I've used this non-stop this year. I love it so, so much. I actually purchased that little Australis palette there after buying this, and that one is amazing. This is what this one looks like. This is the Dream of Me eyeshadow palette. I want to get more in this range. The only reason this isn't in my favorites is because the color story isn't something that I'm going to wear all the time, but like these palettes are really good. It's the same formula. I want more of these because this is sensational. Also, take a shot every time I've said sensational in this video. Like, look at that. I've got no space. Like, that is gorgeous, and it's drugstore. Like, these are so, so affordable. Australis is killing it in the eyeshadow department, and I definitely need to buy it more. That was my favorites of 2024. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm so out of practice. I feel like I've just been rambling for like 10 hours straight trying to film this video, but I've missed this so much. So I'm really excited to kind of start filming again. If there's any videos in particular that you want me to do, leave a comment down below. I've missed you guys so much and I'm so happy to be here. Yeah, if we'll figure out the lighting and all that stuff, but for now I'm just gonna film some videos that I want to film and enjoy it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I will see you in the next one. Bye.